Hello you guys, welcome back to another video on this here channel. Welcome back everybody. Today we have a story time, as you can tell by the title, and at that we have a dating app story time. I know you guys were waiting for this to return because why the dating app story times be the best? Because it's just the most bullshit. I love that for you guys. Hate that for me. Honestly, this one isn't like too bad. Well, it's just like ridiculous, as they all are. But I remember like before when I was in my dating app era, like I was in like a much worse place in my life where it was my first time trying it. I was like had been single for so long and was just trying to dip my feet back into it. But now I'm in a place where I'm like, baby, I already know. I already know what goes down over here, how men act, and it's like I'm on it looking, of course, as always, for a woman like me, serious inquiries only. But but like it's like I know to expect a lot less. And yeah, this story just proves my point and it's let's just get into it. So boom, once upon a time, I'm on a dating app. I'm scrolling. I like this one guy. I heart him. I think I come back to the app later. I seen he hearts me back and he messaged me already. Period. Right? His first message, I should have seen this coming from the jump. Cornball message off the jump. But I thought he was attractive and I'm looking for attention. So his first message was we would look good together. Cute, corny, cute, corny, cute. I don't know. See, I'm one of those girls where I appreciate men who are more casual about getting at me. For anybody watching whom it may concern, like a hey, like you're really pretty, whatever, just like normal. Like I don't like men who come on too strong or with the like corny statements. Not saying it hasn't worked on me before, because if you find the right thing can work, but yeah, I thought it was a little corny, but I just responded, tried to play off like, oh, like I think so too. So basically, although the first interaction was a little bit cornball, he was very upfront, consistent, what I like from the jump. He immediately just got into it. Hey, like, where do you live? He lived in my county. He's like, I actually just moved here. And he says weeks ago. I'm like, oh, like that's kind of, oh, I don't know. I didn't expect to match with someone who like just like when people say, "Oh, I just moved out here." I'm thinking like maybe you moved like a couple months ago. He literally said it was like 10 days ago. I'm like, oh. I'm like, well, I'm here, born and raised. We're talking, we're chatting. He's like, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do? What do you do for work? And then like in the midst of the conversation, he just sends his number and it's like, text me. He didn't even ask. He just requested, which, okay, like, I'm not going to talk too much about him yet because I have a lot to say about him later. But well, needless to say, I texted the number because I was feeling the conversation. So we're talking just about more and more stuff, and he's like, let me call you on my break. Whoa. Again, I like men upfront, consistent, but like I feel like we have to ease into the call, the FaceTime. Like maybe I want to talk like I'm not gonna lie. Some boys have had me the first day where I'm just like, okay, I'm really bored, whatever, I'm not doing anything, I'm feeling the conversation that much. But a lot of times I like to let it marinate for 1 or 2 days before I decide if you're worthy of a phone call. But anyways, I'm actually getting ready for my shift at work. So I'm like, I can't, but maybe when I get off. He's like, okay, yeah, just text me when you're off. I go to work that night. I come home, settle down, and I text him like, "Hi, I'm home from work." He responds. He's like, "Are you busy?" And I'm like, "No, just like got out of the shower, chilling in my bed, blah blah blah." Why do I get immediate FaceTime? Well, you said call me on your break. You said call me later tonight. Who said anything about FaceTime? And mind you, the same I said the same thing to him that I'm about to say to y'all is when it comes to FaceTime, I'm not one of those girls who's like, oh my god, FaceTime. Like, no, not when I look at I don't give about none of that. I FaceTime men for the first time in my bonnet. bare face, I don't care. But to me, it's the mental preparation. Like, oh, I'm preparing that I'm going to talk to someone on the first FaceTime, and I'm a very expressive person. And, so I was like, I thought we were going to call, not FaceTime. He was like, that's fine. So I'm like, okay, I call him. We end up being on the call for 2 hours, and I'd say it's a pretty good conversation, besides a couple things that I'm gonna point out, which is why I'm making this video. So he's cool. He tells me that he's from the South. I don't remember. It wasn't Texas, it wasn't Florida. It was some like no one cares southern state. He had a little country accent. Cool. He was telling me the business or the job he worked, which was he was my age or like a year older, which was like he was very good in life for someone our age, early 20s, like good stable job, good money, all that. Green flag. Um, the way I grew up, I'm not someone who looks at men or looks at people for what they have or what they can provide. But at this point in my life, the men I've been dating, I'm like, maybe I should. Just maybe I should start to look at y'all like and think a little bit bigger. Cause my thing is, I'm like, as long as you have, a car, a job, a place to stay, and you're just working, why not? But something with these bum niggas that keep messing with me thinks maybe I should shoot higher. So that's cool. I'm like, okay, like he's doing great for someone our age. So he's very forward, which like I said, I like consistency. I like people stating what like where they're at, but again, like not too much. Don't like, and I'm not one of those girls that's like, oh, I get turned off by people wanting me, but it's just the pace. Like, this is our first phone call. We met, what, 9 hours ago? And he's like, what are you doing tomorrow? Not seeing you.
Hold on, that's too fast, mamas.
Like, I feel like men really, really just, you guys really forgot about stranger danger. Like, I literally actually had plans. I was like, oh, I have plans tomorrow, like all day. And he was like, oh, okay, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, stranger danger. Like, I guess it's different for men, but even still, like, you're new to this state, to this city, and you just want to meet up with this random girl that you don't know. And when it came to it, the audacity of him to ask me what I'm doing tomorrow, he said something about Ubering home from work. And I double taked and I was like, wait, like you Uber to work? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, does that mean you don't have a car? And he was like, no. See, at first, like this isn't that bad because it's like he said he moved here like a couple weeks ago. He was like, "Yeah, I had a car in my other state. I didn't want to drive it all the way to California." And typically, I'm like, okay, but I'm like, I need a man with a car. If you guys know Alicia, Alicia hates to drive, and you're gonna hate seeing me drive. Almost all my exes literally hated me driving because I drive like I just got my license. Complete stops over here, babe. Speed limit. I'm gonna wait for people to walk all the way across before I turn. You need to be a passenger princess and take me everywhere. And we should only really be using my car if we really need to. So I'm just like, okay, like not that bad because he just moved here. But I'm like, okay, well, like, are you in the process of trying to get one soon? Like, what's your plan? And he says, like, no, that he's not planning on getting anyone soon. So I'm like, why not? And he's like, well, because of gas. And when I calculate Ubers and blah, blah, and if I got a car, it would be more expensive than even Ubering everywhere. And like, I get that everything is expensive these days, but like, having a car is so much freedom, especially you are just in a state, you just moved to a state that you don't know. Like, you don't want to be Ubering everywhere. Like, I hate driving too, but I eventually got over my fear because I'm like, yes, I need to be able to take myself places and have that freedom and explore, like, and not depend on other people to drive me. So I'm like, and the thing that that's irking me a little bit about him is like, I'm explaining to him, like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like that's a little bit of a turn off. Not that you don't have it all together right now, because I'm not expecting that, but I was like, that you're not even You don't even want a car? What? Like, because I'm like, I'm honest about dates and relationships. I want to be driven all the time. And he's just trying to combat it. Which, again, boy, why are you trying so hard? This is the first phone call. Yeah, you don't even know me. Yeah, you don't even know my favorite color. And what I said he started to irk me is he's like, yeah, but you gonna miss out on your blessing over me not having a car? Yeah, I am. No, but he's also talking about like it's not like I'm just a bum. Like I told you, my job and my career. He's like I got motion. Like I after dealing with a brokey who tried to lie about his last life, y'all already know how it got down with my last ex. I'm like hearing men speak like that is just literally triggering. Like so I wasn't even trying to be that rude, but like it made him laugh. I was like, why do you keep saying you have motion and all the stuff you have? I was like, if you really have all that, then it's not that. I was like, you got motion, right? Then get a car. I was like, you're talking about all this like if you have all that, then it would be simple for you to get it. It wouldn't be all. So he laughs and he's like, dang, it's like that. And I was like, I wasn't trying to be shade, no shade, but shade, but shade. But I'm like, yeah, but he was like, just because I have motion, I have all that, doesn't mean I'm gonna like make stupid decisions. Like, yes, eventually I want one, but I'm not. I was just kind of like, okay, again, it's the first phone call, nigga. I don't even know if I like you yet. So I'm just like, whatever. Third thing I noticed on this call, obviously, he's like, again. Oh, I forgot to even mention this one. I hate when men hype up stuff that I have or how I live, the type of person I am. They hype it up as if there's wrong with other women who live a certain way. But on top of that, they hype up how I am this certain way and how that's so special and blah blah. But they're not like that. Cause he was literally like, "Oh yeah, I've been going out every weekend since I've been here." Again, I'm like, I'm not saying that if I had a boyfriend, I would never want him to go out clubbing or anything like that, but not every weekend, bitch. What? And like bring me. But it's not again, it's not that big of a red flag. I'm like, he just moved here, he's exploring, and at that he lived close to the scene. And so he was asking me about it. I was like, no, honestly, I'm a homebody, like for real. Like, no pick me shit. Like I went out to the club last weekend. That was my first time since September 2024. Like I have a good outing once or twice a year. That's just me. And he's just like praising me, like, oh, you're so this and you're so that. Like, why are you still single? Blah blah. And it's again, it's like, boy, why are you praising me and acting like that's the girl you want? Why do you want someone who don't act like you? You should like, you guys get what I mean, girls. You get what I mean. Like, stop trying to talk like and hype me up, but like, you're outside. Like, oh, that's good. You're a girl who's inside. Blah blah blah. I like that, but you're outside. So shut up. And lastly, of course, we met on a dating app. So I'm like, when's the last time you're in a relationship? Why was he avoiding the question? He was like, I don't want to tell you because I'm gonna scare you. Like literally, he was so avoidant. On his profile too, he had Libra. I'm sick and tired of Libras, and I've never dated them. Girls, we always go like this. We always get along. I'm like, I've never even actually had something real with a Libra, but every Libra man who like wants me always annoys the out of me. Like the way they play, like they want me, but y'all annoy me. So I'm eventually like, why are you like avoiding the question? Just tell me. Mind you, he's 22, 23. He said the last time was when I was 16. And so I'm like, why is that? Of course they want to pull the same card. Oh, I'm just really career focused and these girls be playing and stuff. And it was confusing because he wasn't like he didn't seem like he was tripping. Like he had the same similar views as me when I was like, how long do you think is a talking stage? She was like, a month, 2 months, blah blah. So I'm like, what's the issue? And he was literally just like, oh, it's just the girls. They randomly cut me off or ghost me and I'm just really career focused and da da da. Sure. Men always show you. I saw the next day why he's been single since he was 16 and not alone. Like, trust me, he said he's had talking stages, situationships, and all that, but single. Anyway, those things are a little but of course, nobody's gonna be perfect. We hop off the phone, I go to sleep, boom. In the morning, I get a good morning text from him. Oh my God, y'all, wait. This is a key point in the story I almost forgot to let out. On the phone call, of course, like I said, I go down my list and I see if these men have similar morals as me when it comes to relationships, dating, talking. And I'm like, well, do you be talking to multiple girls at once? Because, like, I don't, y'all. Like, from that first conversation of I'm hooked, I'm ignoring all the other messages from other men. Like, that's just that Scorpio loyalty and keep the same energy as me. Like, if you have hoes, they need to be gone a week before you slide my DMs. Because I'm not the one. I'm not a roster type of girl, and I don't treat men like that. So I expect exactly what I deserve. And why was his response to that? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? I just asked. Do you talk? He was like, do you mean seriously or whatever? I was like, we're on the phone right now. He's like, I'm like, okay, I could see if you were just texting, but I was like, on the point where how you're being on this phone tonight and we're caked up on the phone this night. I'm like, would you still talk to other people after this? Like, are you? And he was like, no. So I'm like, okay. Moving on to the next morning. So he texts me, and like I said, I did, even though there was a couple things that rubbed me a little bit the wrong way on the phone call, I did overall like his personality and like his vibe. Like I thought he was funny. I thought we got along well. But as y'all know, that really ain't nothing. In the morning, after texting me good morning, he literally already starts with corny stuff. Like I remember literally his second or third message after like good morning, how'd you sleep was like, oh, you gonna love it here. Like, oh, you free today now, right? After our phone call. No, I'm not free to sit. Boy, stranger danger, little nigga. So we're texting in the morning, then it starts to get a little spaced out because he told me, like, I'm going to work, I'm gonna go to the beach today, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. So when it starts getting spaced out, and also I'm at something where I'm in the pool, so it's I prefer communication when you come back or before you do something, but it's a little spaced out and I'm being understanding because I don't know him that well, right? So I just remember it gets spaced out. I eventually respond, maybe like middle of the day, and I get no response. So I'm like, maybe he's not responding because he's busy. He's working or he's like, in the water, whatever. Whatever, whatever, whatever. That whole day, like my pictures on the gram, guys, my last post, I finally got pictures of me with my locks that like someone took. Um, oh, not me giving around the time period. Whatever. I thought these pictures ate from the first, like from the beginning. So it literally took me an hour to already take them, post the ones I wanted, whatever. This is how you get blocked. You're all of my ass. You're being like, you don't love it here. Let me see you tomorrow. Let me see you tomorrow. Let me see you tomorrow. And you're gonna watch my story and not say anything. Like it had been like 4 hours since he said anything. He's watching me post my pictures and everything, but didn't like them too. Trash. Um, but again, like when men do stuff like that, again, I am a very I understand that when you're texting men or when it's early, they don't owe you anything. Completely. That's the whole point of dating. They don't owe you a message back. They don't owe you a timely manner of communication. But however, the men like that can go get with the girls like that. Like that's the whole thing about the talking stage is starting to get to know someone is because you see without you having any authority or them really having anything to you see what they would rather do or how they act when they don't have to or are not obligated to do anything. So as soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh, and he literally like the type of person who watched my story immediately. I was like, oh, okay, so now you're not getting a response. I was like, you're already a little corny. Um, but I was like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna respond to you, or if you really sound genuine, maybe I'll tell you that it bothered me. Like I was just like, I don't know, y'all. Like I told you, in this era I'm in right now, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I really don't. So whatever. The plans I had that weekend were really fun. It was annoying, but I was like, I don't really care because I'm still having fun. So I was around someone who was kind of sick, and I don't know. I hadn't been in a pool and stuff for a long time, so I was like, wait, like, am I like at the end of the day? I kind of started feeling like sick, like weak. I was like, I don't know if it's just like being in the sun, being in the pool, or if it's like the germs, and I'm really feeling sick. So when I get home, he still hasn't said anything, but like whatever. Like again, when men do that, I'm like, okay, I'll act accordingly. Like don't. Don't. I try, guys. I really try not to bring the crazy out immediately, but I'm sorry. When I'm like actually interested, like I look at the Instagram, I look, oh, do we follow some of the same people? I look at the following follower ratio. And sometimes I'm not gonna lie, when I have my eye on someone, I start to remember. Y'all think I'm crazy, huh? Maybe I am. I'm not gonna lie, I could start to remember like, wait, like you was just following 520 and now it's 523? Who are those three people? No, but like the 2 days I was in contact with this man, I was like low key. I was like, I don't know if I'm just like remembering it differently or what, but I was like, it looks like his following just like goes up hella like like the 2 days it seemed like it was like plus 20 a day. And again, but again, I'm trying not to be a crazy girl. I'm not trying to like judge people off the bat when I really don't know them. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's just following other creators. It doesn't have to be women, which is my first thought when it comes to a man, because who else? But again, I'm not trying to judge him. I'm like, I don't know him. I'm not even that deep. I'm like, let me know, whatever. But like I said, when he first followed me, of course, you look around a little bit. I seen we didn't follow any of the same people. Like normally at the top, I'm like, oh, we both follow Kendrick Lamar. We didn't follow any of the same people. Y'all, so why I took a shower. I'm laying down in bed. I'm getting ready to go to bed. I'm like, let me just take a look at this man's following one more time. Why all of a sudden we're both following one of the same people? I'm like, oh, that definitely wasn't there yesterday. Y'all, why was the person he just started following my friend?
I'm about to beat this bitch up.
And did she follow him back? Guess, everybody. Guess in the comments right now. Of course not. He was just following her. So once again, this is not my man. This is not my man. But again, talking to people and like I don't even like. That's what I'm saying. Me, the stalker in me, the FBI in me, like I don't even be feeling bad because I'm like, yeah, I love seeing these things so I can know I'm done and you're not serious. Like I said, oh, why are you never in a relationship? Because girls ghost me or they cut me off and I'm just so work. No, because you're playing and you're not serious. That's why. What dumbass would follow a girl and see the girl that he's trying to with? Literally, it's gonna say followed by me. And mind you, this friend that he was following, it wasn't like, oh, he could have just followed her because she was a creator or whatever. Like no, her Instagram was very very normal. So I'm like, okay, you're weird. But I don't know, something in me, I knew I was really over him. I was like, you're a cornball, but this is just the last corny shit. But I just texted him. I was like, I'm really tired, but I was like, again, let me not jump to conclusions. Maybe I just want a little attention. So I'm gonna give my friend a name. I'm gonna call her Ariel. So I literally text him and I'm like, do you know Ariel? Because again, I'm like, am I jumping to conclusions? Like, does he know her? How would he know her if he just moved here 10 days ago? I don't know. But whatever. I don't even know why I texted him that because he was already unfollowed and unmatched. Because you're weird. I wake up and he responded. And do you guys want to know what this man responded to me? He said, who's Ariel? Who's Ariel? The girl you just followed yesterday, bitch. But again, I'm like, he's on one. This is why he's not in a relationship and can never get one, could never get none. And but in the morning he double texts and says good morning. I was just gonna like ignore him, block him, cause but he double texted good morning. I said, Ariel is literally my friend that I saw you follow yesterday. I was like, this literally shows your character and I don't want to talk to you anymore. Leave me alone. Why did he immediately respond by FaceTiming me? What is up with you and FaceTiming, boy? Don't nobody want to FaceTime you and see those stiff ass looks. I decline it. I'm like, stop FaceTiming me. If you got something to say, text it. He's like, we could just call. Yo, why did I call him? I don't know. Like, I guess I just wanted a little bit of attention. Like, I think I really just like men annoy me when they do dumb stuff. I think sometimes I literally just be waiting for a chance to cuss someone out. Um, but then I don't because I'm a retired crash out because I'm able to blah, blah, blah. But maybe I guess this morning I was just on one. So I was like, okay, call. Because what could he possibly have to say? Why did I pick up the call? Why does he just want to have a normal conversation? He said, good morning, in his little southern ass accent. I said, what do you want? He said, oh, it's like that. And again, I'm not amused. I said, what do you want? He said, to be honest, I don't know, Ariel. I don't know, Ariel. Did she go out last night? I went out last night. Y'all, and this man proceeds, once again, not my man, not my problem. Exactly why I just unfollowed you when I really was going to block you. I don't even know I'm on the call. But I'm like, again, just seeing what men who say like, oh, I'm looking for a relationship too, I'm looking for something real too, I only talk to one person too. See, if you wouldn't have said any of that, then maybe your behavior would have been fine. But again, I would never talk to someone like that because I know what I want. And he like, why would you proceed to tell on yourself? You just told me you were trying to get with me yesterday. You told me you're looking for a relationship. You told me you don't know why you never gonna. You told me you only talked to one person at once. He was like, did she go out last night? I went out last night. And he's like, yeah, maybe I got her Instagram last night. So you're telling this girl that you're actively trying to pursue. You're all up my asking what I'm doing the next day and the next day and the next day. And you're actively out getting other girls' Instagrams after you just told me you only talked to one person once. Again, not my man, not my problem, but why are you telling on yourself? Like, this, do you think this is making it better? And so I'm like, okay. And he's like, Alicia, you really think I went through your following and looked for your friend? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, honestly, I don't know you. So I don't know how you got it. And he was like, yeah, I mean, that's true. You don't know me that well. And I'm like, yeah, guys, the audacity of men, I shouldn't even be surprised anymore. After I said all that, why did he say, so what you doing? Let's get together today. What is wrong with men? Some men. What is wrong with men? Why do you think after all that you can see me? First of all, I already said no the first three times you asked me because I literally don't know you. I've spoken on the phone with you once. You don't have a car. Like, I'm like, what why? And so I'm like, it's just the audacity. I'm like, is this like, do you really think you're that like after all this, I'm be like, yes, I'm free. What do you want to do today? No, like, out of here. I'm literally like, did you not hear what I just said? He said, what? I said, I'm not interested and you're weird. And then he's literally like, all right, that's fine. And then he hung up. I was like, yes, now I can finally enjoy my day. And yeah, guys, that is how it's been getting back on the app, getting back on a dating app. I'm sure it's the first story of a couple. I'm not trying to manifest that, y'all, because like I said, I've been doing great. I've been flourishing, blooming, having so much fun, feeling so good mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, these past couple months. And yeah, really growing. Like, you guys see my channel, you see my new Instagram, I'm really happy and content. Even the past, I think I talked about in my last YouTube video, the past couple weekends, I've been surrounded by community, like friends, family, and although it feels lonely sometimes to like be single after just like going through another bad relationship, it's like liberating always to remember again, like, I have community. Like, these weekends have been turned lately. And it's great to have good community that's not always just romantic. But I got back on because I cannot deny my lover girl side, and it would be nice to talk to someone and have a real connection and put myself out there a little bit, see what it is. And this is what it is so far. Southern, like, boy, Did you think you had that sinners Michael B. Jordan swag? Talk about, so what are you doing? Let's get together today after all that. No, you don't. You don't. You don't. You're not stacking smoke. Look, the audacity is crazy. The audacity is wild. But I thought that was a fun little cute one for YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys laughed. Let me know if you guys would like, not me asking, let me know if you guys would like more dating app story times. Like, I have one. Maybe I do, like deep in the depths of my brain from other times, but so far that was the most prominent one. Let me know. Do you guys think dating apps are worth it? I did find my last relationship from a dating app, and I picked a terrible one, but I did find a relationship. I don't know. I'm just trying to put myself out there, see where it goes. If not, more story times for you guys. Thank you guys so much for listening to me yap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed it, laughed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.